I'm Dr. Dave Kapaska, and I'm a 1986 grad of the College of Osteopathic Medicine. Well, I grew up in Sac City, Iowa, and was offered a basketball scholarship actually at the Air Force Academy, although all of us were under scholarship. And went there, was very interested in basketball, obviously, and academics, and as well as flying. But it was a wonderful opportunity, and I think the thing that I remember about the Academy more than anything else was our mantra of service before self. And I think that's held up quite well throughout my career. Dr. Pete Carter, or Colonel Carter at the time, said to me after a basketball game, "Hey Dave, did you ever think of going to medical school?" And I think I was a sophomore, and I said, "Pete, I'm a jock, what would I do in medical school?" But he laid an idea in my mind at that moment that I was capable, I think more than anything else. So I did take some more life sciences department classes, but was committed to pilot training, and I went on to fly. I flew C-141 cargo jets. We flew a lot of medevacs out of Vietnam. We flew medevacs out of Pacific Islands where they had little health care. And I just found that I became emotionally involved with and spirited by that opportunity. I flew in the Air Force for about 7 years, and I was able to get my MBA in a remote learning environment. So I got out of the service and actually went to work for Mobil as a marketing rep for their plastics division. To go from a perfectly good job at Mobil to abject poverty of medical school was a leap. When I talked to Marianne, my wife, about it, she said, "If you have a dream, we should do it." I trained in family practice at Iowa Lutheran Hospital, and then completed that, moved to Sac City, Iowa, my hometown, to practice rural medicine. And it was exciting, engaging. I had a wonderful partner who was brilliant. An old mentor in Des Moines had some health problems and asked us if we could come back and join them in their clinic. And I worked at the Ankeny Clinic for about 10 years. Although I just cherished every minute that I was with our patients and the interactions there, I felt that some of my history blended to perhaps encourage me to look at the horizon a little more often than just who's in room 2 and next. I got involved with some early telemedicine work at Mercy, and I was able to be asked for a job in Sioux Falls as the chief medical officer there. We had 24 facilities at the time, I believe, that covered over 90,000 square miles. We decided that we could go another step with telemedicine, and I was instrumental in bringing a thing called the EICU to Avera. It kind of set up a feeling amongst us that we could physically be removed, but we could technologically be present for our patients wherever they were. I'm very proud of the telemedicine. We were the first rural telemedicine site in the country. But I think I'm most proud of our people. I shared with our people that, you know, this is a one-on-one business, this medicine stuff. I mean, and each of us meet a new patient or a family member or whatever. I always said to my folks that for that minute, you're the CEO of this institution. You actually are everything to those people. You represent all of us.
We were honored and blessed that he came to this university, and I have thoroughly enjoyed not just having him on the board, but having him as a friend. He's certainly a friend of the university, and for all he's accomplished as a DMU alumnus, I think we should all be proud.
I'd like to say thank you to the alumni board and to the selection committee for selecting me as a COM Alumni of the Year. I hope that I represent all of my fellow alumni in the amazing work that they do every day. So I share the Alumni Award honestly with all of my colleagues because I think we've all earned it together.